Hi guys, so welcome to another tutorial on IT.Tutorials. I am Josef Botnar. I'm continuing the series of Java tutorials. This video tutorial has the goal to talk about Java data types. Here is this website, W3 Schools. Here you can find detailed information about Java data types. What is a data type? A data type is a form to represent variable, object, expressions in computer memory, and the data type impose restriction and limits how the variables, expression, objects are represented in computer memory. Data types, regardless of programming language, are divided in two groups: primitive data types and non-primitive data types. These non-primitive data types are called sometimes reference data types. Yeah. Regard to primitive data types, these are include numeric data type and Boolean data type. Numeric data type are byte, short, int, long. All these actually are integer data type. Yeah, byte, short, int, and long are integer data type. Another data type are these float and double, which are floating point data type. Also, the char is considered a numeric data type. Yeah, another group or subgroup which is part of these primitive data types is this Boolean. Okay, and if you go down here you will find the numbers or the numeric data type, which are divided in another two groups. As I told you before, integer types. Yeah, these are integer types: byte, short, int, and long. And these integer types are the goal of this tutorial actually. And another group is floating point types, and these two, float and double, are floating point types. They can store in memory numbers with a fractional part or containing one or more decimals. And these integer types are store whole numbers, positive or negative whole numbers. If you go further here, you will find information for each integer types, starting with this byte, and here is the range of the value that this byte integer type can store in computer memory. So this is the range of the value, minus 128 to 127, which this byte integer type can store in memory, in computer memory, and so on. Another one is short. This is the range of value. Int, this is the range of value, which is bigger than another two. And because the biggest range of value is this one, which belongs to this integer data type long. Pay attention when you assign or initialize the long type, you have to add this uppercase L to the end of the value, which you used to assign or initialize a long integer type. So I wanted to do very briefly theory about data types, about the Java data types. So let's do a practical approach. Let's make an application here in this editor, IntelliJ IDE, and let's see how this works. And as I told you, the goal of this video tutorial is to talk about integer data type and their variables. So I'm gonna go here on File to create another project. Yeah, click on Next, click on Create Project from Template, click on Next again, and here I'm going to write the name of my project, like integer data type, and I'm going to put here variables as well. All right, Click on finish. I'm going to use this window, and here you go. This is my project, yeah, and here is the main file which contains this source code. All right, let's close that. And here I'm going to write this very simple statement using this class system dot the outer print stream and this method print line, yeah, parentheses. Inside the parentheses I'm going to use a value like 20, yeah. Also these are called integer literal, yeah. This value itself, as I told you, can be called integer literal. I'm going to copy this with Ctrl C and paste it a few times, like 4 times, and here I'm going to write another integer literal, which is a value actually. So like let it be 500, yeah, and here I'm going to write like 1 million. All right, and here I want to add these numbers 20, 500 plus 1 million. Here you go. So we can code in this way. Java doesn't stop us to do so. So I'm going to run this application. Here to go. Here is the result of this application. These values 20, 500, 1 million, and here is the result of this addition. Yeah, 1,520,000. All right. So actually, this application displayed in console these values. Yeah, 20, 500, 1 million, and the result of this addition. But we can code smarter, much clever than this. So that's why we have the variables, and the variables are the way to code more efficient. Yeah, and we can manipulate or handle the values much better if we are going to use the variables. So I'm going to declare a byte integer variable. So this is the one of integer variables, byte, and now you can see how you declare a variable. Yeah, first you have to write the type, and after the name you can write here like A, B, C, or you can write here number. It's okay, but I'm gonna to give this name for this byte integer variable, yeah, because the B is suggestive, is telling me it is about a byte integer variable, and here I'm going to use this value 20, yeah, to initialize this integer byte variable. Okay, so actually this is a statement. All these code lines are statements, as you can see, yeah, and all are terminated with semicolon. So pay attention for this semicolon, yeah. All right, so this is the form to declare a variable. You have to declare first the type, after the name. Yeah, I could finish here if I wanted this statement. Yeah, I could type here semicolon, and this is going to be fine. But if you want to initialize this variable, or you want to assign a value to this variable, you type the equal sign and after a value, in my case 20, and semicolon. So this is the byte integer variable. I'm going to go here on this side, and as you can see, the range of value is this one, yeah. So this value 20 is part of that range value. What is going to happen if I overcome these limits of this range of value? Yeah, let's copy this value and let's paste it in here. Okay, and let's see what is going to happen. and I'm gonna to add here like 8, and now here is 1278, which overcoming this limit of range of values. Yeah, so what I received here, I received an error, as you can see. Yeah, let's run this up again, and here is the message, the error: incompatible types, possible lossy conversion from integer to type. So if you overcome the limits of a range of value, you will receive errors. So pay attention for this. I'm gonna to write here 20 and semicolon. And here I don't need to use this value anymore. I'm going to use this variable b. Yeah. All right. So let's go further. Another type is short. Yeah, as you can see here. The first is byte, and now the another one is short. This is the range of value for this integer type short. Yeah. And here I'm going to write the type first. Yeah, as I told you, how you should declare a variable. Okay, and let's use the S letter, yeah, to be suggestive. This is telling me it is about a short type variable, and I'm going to initialize it with 500. It is about this value here. And now I'm going to change this with the S variable, sorry. And here I'm going to use this init integer variable, the name e equal with 1 million. Yeah, this value here, 1 million. All right. Okay, and I'm going to write here e. Also, I can declare a long variable. Yeah, and I'm going to use the name, this letter L, and here semicolon. All right, and now either I can use this way. I can write here b plus s plus e. Yeah, and let's run this application. As you can see, all is fine. We received the same result, but this time we have used these variables and not their values as it was before. I can change this way to calculate or to display the addition in this way. Let me to cut this, and here I'm going to use the long integer variable equal, yeah, with this addition, and now this long integer variable will store the value of this addition. And here I'm going to write the L long integer variable. I'm going to go here and run again this application. Okay, and as you can see, I received the same result, but in this way I can manipulate easier, as you have seen, the values when I'm using variables, and is a more efficient way to code. Also, now if I want to make another addition, I can I want to reuse this variable. I can write again L equal L, and if I want to add to this variable, like again this value b, yeah, this variable, actually the value which is held by this variable b, yeah, and semicolon. And now I'm going to copy this and paste it here, and again L. Yeah, let's run this application, and here you go. This is the result of new addition, this addition here. Yeah, now this value which is held by this variable, yeah, I mean this 20 was added to this L long integer variable, which actually is holding the value of this addition, and the result was displayed because I use this statement here, and inside the parentheses the long integer variable, and here is the result the new result of this addition. Now you can see using the variables it is much easier to manipulate the values and to code. So all these are integer variables, and as I told you, they all of them have their own range of values. So you, as you have seen, you should pay attention for this range of value. If you overcome this range of value, you will receive errors, as you have seen. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. See you next time. Bye bye.